Hello guys, and welcome to part 2 of our Total War Warhammer 2 Tomb Kings Let's Play. Last episode we won the first battle with Cetra the Imperishable in the Salt Plain, beating the Greenskins, who now hold a final base to the east in Gorgazan. And we are faced with the challenge of either taking them out and heading into the coast to grab this tasty looking treasure, or heading west to grab Zandri, which will complete this province, the Land of the Dead. After much deliberation and indeed sleepless nights, I've decided that we're going to send our Necrotect here, Foktem, over to Gorgazan, who will actually go and try and delay them as much as possible. They do have a 15 stack here at the moment, so if they were to attack the Salt Plain, they would very easily defeat us. Whether or not we should wait, we do have another population surplus in the next turn, so we're going to kick that off and see if we can try and bolster the garrison just in case our Necrotect doesn't manage to delay their army. I'm hoping that he can maybe damage their units or reduce their movement range, just something to give Cetra enough time to get west and secure this province, which would be the most ideal situation, although I have a very strong suspicion that we may lose the Salt Plain this episode. So we have a new mission. At the start of your turn, have at least 250 canopic jars. We're on 80 at the moment, and we'll get 3,000 gold for that. We have unlocked a rite, the Great Incantation of Tahoth. Once invoked, the God of Scholars reveals secrets even lost to the mortuary cult. Due to Tahoth's summons, souls are called more freely from their realm. Let's have a look at that rite. Does that give us the casket? Yes, it does. Let's go ahead and perform that. We do have enough gold for it. Actually, how much gold do we have? We have 8,000 at the moment. And we can afford to do 2 of these. So this will give us a Necrotect. Maybe suspend his unlife colonizing a ruined settlement, a power given through the right of the great. Okay, so he will allow us to colonize ruins instantaneously, I'm guessing that means. So if we get him, we could actually send him west to grab Zindra. Or we go for the Casket of Souls, which would give us some siege artillery. And what are we looking at there? This isn't the capital, is it? So this place won't have walls. No, it doesn't. So we don't need a siege weapon for that place. Okay, I think we're going to go for Zandra, if I can click the right button. Let's go for the Settling Necrotect. Right, performed. Where is he now? He's just spawned in, hasn't he? Okay, so he's back here, so let's give him orders to head over to Zandri. It's going to take him 2 turns to get there, but in the meantime, Cetra can push forth. We're pretty much healed up now, so we're going to march just a little bit closer to the border, and we can upgrade the Salt Plain as well. Khemri at the minute is pretty well defended. If that place is ever attacked, which is very unlikely, it's pretty insane. It's got a Tomb Prince, Nehekara Warriors, Tomb Guard, and Skeleton Archers as well. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade the Salt Plain, which does give us extra garrison, more growth, and a touch more income as well. So we'll see how that goes. I am enjoying Warhammer 2 at the moment. I haven't put too many hours into it. I've been running a Dark Elf campaign off camera, which has been fun to do. Okay, so they brought reinforcements through, although their reinforcement is only 1 extra general. And a lot of savage orcs who all have 0 armour. And they do have some cavalry as well. Some savage orc boar boys. We should be able to deal with them pretty easily. They do have fairly decent leadership and a good charge bonus as well. Although they should make easy pickings for the War Sphinx. We'll give it a quick save just in case I get raped. And then we'll fight the battle. I'll never turn down a good fight. We're on the Battle of the Salt Plain. It looks as though we do have a little bit of high ground advantage here. Maybe we can move our guys up to take advantage of that. Though they have very little ranged, although then again, so do we. We only have 1 more ranged unit than they do. And they will have 2 generals, so I will send Cetra and the Necrotect to deal with those guys. get them out of the fight as soon as possible and destroy their morale. But these guys have 0 armor, so they're very vulnerable to our skeleton archers. And we'll see how this pans out. 18, we'll gamble. I'm pretty sure we have no magic users anyway just yet. Etc. Yeah, we lost it. Of course we did, as usual. Okay, let's have a look at the terrain here. So they have their extra general coming in what looks like will be directly behind them. And we do have a bit of high ground we can take advantage of here, so maybe let's set up here. They are going to push us. Okay, so that seems to be about the boundary. And then we'll leave our spears out in the front. And then we'll move this guy just off to the right. Oh, if I can grab you. And then I'm going to lead with the Tomb Guard in the middle. And then we'll leave Cetra and our Necrotect at the back. Alongside our archers, who will sit out front and catch that first volley before retreating. And then our chariots will come and hide in the forest. I'm pretty sure they should be hidden from that point, and the Wall Sphinx will sit on the right flank ready to charge in when they arrive. Okay. So the chariots are hidden. We'll fast forward time a little bit here. Let's come over to Cetra. Need to remember to activate these Ushabti as well. When we lose a certain amount of soldiers, we'll get them. Okay, so they're not pushing just yet. They are making us wait. They are here in this void somewhere. Here we go. Okay, so they seem to be heading right. It looks as though they are heading for the skeleton chariots, so we'll make these guys come back up and lure them in. These orc boar boys will probably catch them, as these guys aren't the fastest in the world. So they are heading downhill. We could catch them in this little valley here. See what they're doing. Okay, yeah. Let's bait them in. Let's bait their riders. And bring these guys up here. We're going to have to get ready to move our skeleton archers because these guys will smash through them. Is that army moving yet? Yeah, they're heading over now. But it looks like they're going to sacrifice their shock cavalry. Or not. Are they going to turn them around? Yeah, they are. They're not stupid. Oh no, yes they are. Okay, hopefully they'll catch the first volley now. Okay, get back archers. And then these spears should wipe away. Come on archers, take your time. The main army is starting to approach. Unit losing decisively. It should be the Tomb Guard taking those out, or it's just standard skeleton spears. Just line the archers up there at the back. Okay, and they are heading over now as well. Oh, that should be a big volley to take out a lot of them. Very nice indeed. So they have routed, but they've come back. Though they are still within missile range, so they're not going to have the best of times. They are getting slammed by the missiles as well. Let's bring these guys out here because they're trying to come round to our cavalry. Okay, yeah, they're coming behind. These guys should just get mashed up here. Yeah, the shot cavalry. That charge wipes them out nicely as well. Okay, they are done for. Let's bring my cavalry back up here. Bring the chariots back in. Readjust our archers. And then we're going to head the War Sphinx up and over here, and we'll send the Necrotect and Cetra in to fight the guy. Let's send our skeleton warriors forward. Okay, we just hit that first milestone, which gives all our units health. Tremendously helpful. And then we'll start sending our skeleton archers around and away. War Sphinx is taking a little bit of a beating here. And our warriors are starting to rout. War Sphinx is losing, which isn't ideal, but these guys are taking a pounding. Need to get rid of those orc boys. And then send these guys in over here. My cavalry is taking a pounding. Send these guys in. Okay, how are we doing here? Let's get some sweet action shots of this War Sphinx. Nice. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Are you Shabti already? We'll pop them in there, and that should wipe out the rest of them. No, you guys come and help out over here. Just let them flee. And then we'll send our chariots down to wipe out this group. And then this group over here as well. You Shabti can take out the orc boys. Now let's get our archers to deal with their archers as well. Just so we stop taking that initial missile fire. Let's bring everyone over here to deal with these. These guys should finish routing now. Now these guys need to get out of here. Let's actually send this chariot unit. Tell you what, Cetra, you could do with giving him a hand. Looks like our Necrotech just got battered. It's not ideal. Okay, let's send our War Sphinx in to deal some damage to these. Lord is under attack, but Cetra should demolish this guy. Make sure you kill him. Let's move our archers back. How is our War Sphinx doing here? You guys can come and deal with these. And then let's send some swordsmen out to just chase down those guys. These guys are getting a hammering. Kind of forgot about my chariots. Probably not the best management of missiles. I'm hoping to get better at my management of the troops. It's a little bit hectic at the minute, I know, but Cetra's about to get charged. That gives him 20 weapon damage and armor piercing damage. That should do rather nicely. Okay, let's bring these chariots down to deal with these guys. And then we're not far from a victory now. Send one of these sword units over. And our chariots are doing the work. Let's bring the wall sphinx out as well. Victory's in our grasp. There we go. Nice and easy. We'll end the battle there. It was a close victory apparently. We did lose quite a lot of soldiers there, probably due to my poor military tactics, but we'll take the win anyway. Wall Sphinx did very well, as usual. Tomb Guard didn't do too badly, and we lost a couple units of spears and one sword. But against the orcs, against greater numbers as well. It's not a bad victory, and those who shouted towards the end definitely helped out as well. Okay. So, Canopic Jars, probably not. Treasury, we don't really need treasury right now. The unit replenishment won't do that much for us, really. It will fully heal some units, which might be useful. And we also get Bind Souls, which gives us replenishment rate plus 8 for 3 turns. So I think we'll go for that, just to boost those numbers up a little bit. What's this guy going to do? So he's heading out there now. Okay, so our Necrotech died. Not ideal. Okay. We do have another Necrotech though, who is on his way to capture Xandri for us. And Cetra has a point to level up with. Let's see, what can we get for him? So there's some passive abilities here. Neru's Incantation of Protection gives 44 physical resistance, armor piercing damage, causes damage to combatants, greater effect on speed. Okay, nothing too outstanding there just yet. Though he is a bit of a warrior at the moment, so maybe we could go for some stuff for him. Let's go for Indomitable Will. And then of course it would be nice as well to recruit some more units. And we can probably grab a couple of spears. Yeah, let's grab 3 more spears. And this guy's probably gonna... What's the garrison like at Gorgazan? We'll end the turn. I doubt he'll attack us this round, but we'll probably take him in Gorgazan with the War Sphinx on our side. The numbers will probably be a little bit uneven, but we should be able to easily dispose of them. And he has come for us again. And it looks like we're going to have to fight this. Yeah, we are. An auto-resolve will mean a loss, but we can beat them. And we got the same map again. A lot of their guys are on half health. Need to use my chariots better to deal with their archers this time, because they had a fair few kills last round. We don't really want that to happen again. While it's loading, guys, if you are using Twitch, you can find a link to my Twitch channel in the description. If you are interested in finding out a little bit more of my Destiny 2 streams, Borderlands 2 and FIFA 19 streams, you can do so there. Okay. Let's go for this high ground this time. We'll lead with the Tomb King and the Spear Warriors, and then we'll back them up with a load of Skeleton Warriors. How's about that? Let's reposition these guys a little bit. Super. And then we'll have our skeleton warriors in the front, War Sphinx in the middle, Cetra next to him, and then we'll have our chariots ready to flank at the back wherever we want to send them. Fast forward, so they won't have that second lord this time. I'm hoping that they lead straight again with their savage orc boys, and then we can free up our chariots to do some nasty damage. Okay, I'm going to send a chariot over here. See where's the other cavalry actually no. Let's wait till we engage the cavalry. You guys just sit back here for the meantime. And we'll cover this flank as well with some swords. Okay, so to make sure we have our archers selected. They should be going in for the first volley any time now. There they go. And there's that first volley. We'll get one more off. There we go, that's nice. And get back. War Sphinx will also be firing some archers as well, and that'll be tremendously helpful for us. It looks as though we do have that cavalry flanking around. Let's bring in our chariots to help deal with that threat. And then the War Sphinx can dive in here. Fight, War Sphinx. Let's get Cetra in there as well. Wonderful, and these guys have been dealt with. Excelente. Okay, let's bring the chariots around here and we'll get a flank on them. So actually send one chariot after that unit. And then we'll bring this chariot into the back of these guys. Should get a nice charge. Let's bring all our swordsmen down now. These guys can get in there. Our archers need to reposition a little. And the swords as well. Let's bring our chariot back to deal with the archers. And our War Sphinx needs to head over here and try and do some damage, and our WHII are in as well. Let's drop these guys in the back. There we go. Yes, please. Let's get rid of these guys because they do have a bit of a force on this side. How are we doing here? Let's get these chariots after there. I don't want to leave these chariots in combat for too long. Really want to get them doing quick charges. Let's chase them down. And are you WHII? Let's get some nice action shots of these guys. Nice, and there's the victory. Let's bring the War Sphinx over here. Nice, all these arrows coming down. Wrecking them more. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. It's a sight to behold. Go and chase down those archers over there. And then this guy, you want to come and get rid of these. And then we'll just set everyone a task of killing. Want to chase down as many of them as we can. Let's get the War Sphinx after the guys in front. And our WHII can attack this guy, who is, so for some reason, just stood there. Not sure why that is. I'll reposition these guys in the front. Our unit has been wiped out apparently. Yeah, I want you to head for these guys in the front. They still have a lot of health. Go chase those down. And get rid of them. go. Caught them up nicely. Should get some more kills before they disappear off the map. And that should do alright, I think. Are we going to catch these guys? We should. Get rid of a few more of them. And then we'll call it a day there. Fantastic. So 2 wins against the Greenskins right off the bat there. And again, War Sphinx doing mad damage. And our very soft, squishy skeleton units on the front absorbing a lot of the damage while our chariots and War Sphinx get the bulk of the kills. It is nearly, pretty much give or take, half of the kills there between the chariots and the War Sphinx of what they lost, while the skeleton warriors just kind of keep their attention. We'll take the replenishment again. I'm not sure if that replenishment stacks per turn. Okay, he is doing something as well. Almost looked like he had a debuff there or something. Search any ruined settlement for treasure. Well, we will do that. And Cetra's leveled up again. Fantastic. So we can give him a skeletal steed. And really we wanted to have the War Sphinx, because that would make him a much more considerable threat. Does reduce his leadership, but improves his speed by quite a lot alongside his charge bonus. But at the minute, Cetra is really sitting on our front lines, so I'm going to give him melee attack for now, just so he can deal that bit of extra damage. And they are taking attrition, and they are literally fighting themselves. That appears to be the case. And then our Necrotect can come and capture Zanli now. Wonderful. So we now have Land of the Dead secured. And then he dies as a result of that. So that's not too bad, I suppose. We need to rebuild a lot of stuff. We have a port at Zandri now. Let's have a look what else we have here. So we have the Open Graves and the Bone Shaper in Khemri. We'll have a port here, so maybe some advanced military. It's actually spawned in a level 3 building. Quite useful. And that also allows us to spawn in the Ushabti, so we're going to go for that straight away, I think. The Salt Plane is going to be on the defence. It's kind of on the front line, but we could do with a little bit of extra income. So maybe we should have a look at some infrastructure here, maybe some resources. The salt mine would make sense. It gives us the resource to trade. Let's go for that. And then, is there any infrastructure I can build here? Campaign movement range for own armies starting in this region. And 50 income, and that scales up to 150. Okay, that gives us a carrion. I really want the Tomb Scorpions, man. That's available at level 4 city, which we don't have just yet. Okay, so these guys aren't going to attack us for a while now, which means Cetra can recruit. Is there any units of or legions of renown? And Necro Sphinx, that's so cool, man. Looking forward to using some of that stuff. Chariots are doing well. The skeleton warriors are getting obliterated slowly but surely. But we'll grab 1 spears and a couple more warriors. And that should do for Cetra's army. So we can now issue a commandment. Worship of Pahakatith, or Faketh, I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sure I butchered that enough. Minus 10 recruitment for all construction costs. Plus 5 tax rate. Plus 1 rank for all units. Military replenishment rate for local armies. That might be quite useful, especially since we're burning through so many skeleton warriors. Melee defense and ambush success chance. And public order or movement range starting this province plus growth. I think I'm going to go for the replenishment rate. That sounds like the most sensible choice. That might be wrong if there's any hardcore Tomb King players out there. be sure to let me know what the best edict is, or commandment, or whatever they're called in this Total War. I'm just too used to Rome 2 at this point. Mission successful. Okay, we have carpet jars and 2,000 in the treasury, and 500 in the treasury for issuing the commandment. And we have craft any item or awaken a legion of legend via the mortuary cult. Sign non-aggression pact with Noob. So this is the mortuary cult, isn't it? How does this work? So elite units. So we'll have a new army, I take it that is. But we can afford the flock of Jaff, which is carrions, which would be rather useful. Need golden idols, which are found in here. This resource may provide a unique building chain when constructed. Okay, it looks like we can construct golden idols there, and if we had golden idols we could have the Nehakara warriors. Likewise, we need iron and skulls and exotic animals for the Venom Knights of Asfaf. They look cool, man. They look so awesome. But for right now, we can get the Flock of Jaff, so maybe we should go for that. Awakened. Wonderful. Okay, so we got more money for doing that. Excellent news. So are they just available for recruitment now? Yes, they are. Fantastic news. Lord not moved, so Cetra should now, let's give it a little quick save. Cetra should be able to walk in here now and destroy them. Let's cross the border with him. Here we go. We'll fight this even though we're about to demolish them, because I want to see these new units in action. And they've spawned in with a lot of XP as well. The Battle of Gorkazan, I'm guessing that's pronounced. And they have 310 reinforcing and what is left of the army we decimated from the first two battles. I was hoping to have a little bit more overworld strategy this game, building up our cities, but there's been a lot of battles this episode, but I'm sure you guys appreciate that as well. So we'll round off this battle. This battle will finish the episode up, and then we will analyse our situation and call it a day. Let's just start deployment. 24 is good enough for me. So these guys are going to have a massive hill advantage, but that is no worries for us. We have the numbers just to overwhelm them, and we'll line them up one by one here. I haven't grabbed all my warriors there, have I? No, there we go. Let's bring the chariots out on the right, we'll leave them to flank, and we do have vanguard deployment with our carrions. Let's get a good look at these guys. Okay, they kind of look like vultures. Not bad. And what is their stats? Let's have a quick look. They are crazy lightning fast. And they also have armor piercing damage and magical attacks as well. What can they do? Death from above. Bombardment. Okay, so they can rain skulls down upon our enemies. That sounds rather nice. And we'll stick Cetra and the War Sphinx there as well. Okay, let me start by marching this army forward to meet them. Our chariots will come round, and then we'll send the carrions down to deal damage onto the... Okay, see if we can drop these guys on. Awesome. Let's get some nice slow-mo action here up the hill. Awesome, man. The War Sphinx is so fucking cool. He's just bounding through them. No shits given. Absolutely wrecked. Fantastic news. Well, these guys are winning slightly, which is a little bit concerning. Has to be said. Where are our chariot units? You need to come and help out our orc guys. These carrions need to get out of there. They're getting demolished by the archers for some reason. You can come and attack their back lines. These guys will probably need a little bit of help as well, won't they? Savage orcs. Okay, you guys can come up the hill now. Let's just send all the infantry into the middle. Come and attack. So I'm not sure how to use these carrying units yet. Looks like they are about to rout. They need to get out of there fast. Send a couple of these guys. Where is our War Sphinx? And the carrions have routed, which isn't ideal. Obviously. We need to send these chariots up to deal with the archers. They are causing us some grief at the moment. But the sheer amount of numbers right now is just causing the orc boys to get wrecked. Let's delete this power down again. One more Sphinx. Let's see some pounces. Nice, he just totally obliterated that, like, one single orc. Like, fuck that orc in particular, right? How are we doing? All these guys just carry on marching up. Keep pushing. Chariots are taking care of the archers. We did lose the carrions almost instantaneously. Probably didn't use them to the proper effect. Let's send my archers after the hero. This guy should just get obliterated by arrows. He's going to rout again. They can carry on chasing him for all I care. Where is our War Sphinx at? Send the War Sphinx over to these guys. Should clear them up nicely. Nice, man. I fucking love this War Sphinx. If this guy ever dies, I'd be so mortified. Like, seriously mortified. We haven't actually lost enough to gain out Ushabti yet, which is better, I suppose, because we've had it in the last 2 times. Archers, attack their archers. And then bring the chariots up and around here. There we go, everyone's starting to rout now. We should be done, and we'll be able to wipe them all out anyway, as it's a city battle. Okay. So we lost a lot less that round. So those carrions, if anyone knows how to use them, because they were really bad considering they were actually like a right we could perform to summon them in, or from the mortuary cult, they got 10 kills and got wrecked. I thought having them on the ground against archers would have been the way to use them, get behind enemy lines, but apparently not. So if anyone knows how they use them, then do let me know. Okay, decisive victory. We did smash them. It is a suitable climate. We do want to expand this way, so we're just going to occupy this one. And we have killed Huglug in battle. And we have gained Armour of Fortune, which gives etc. plus 8 armour, plus 8 ward save, or 8% ward save, and 8% physical resistance. We also unlocked a new right, the Incantation of Kasar. The god of the desert is invoked, and a mighty sandstorm blasts across the dunes to rid the land of dead of trespassers both living and dead. This rite is now available to be performed through the rites panel. So Kasar. So what does this do? All regions belonging to you will be hit by a sandstorm, causing attrition to any foreign armies. We have immune to this sandstorm attrition, and we have a plus 50% ambush success chance. And we also get an army ability of Sandveil, which does... what is that? So it's an army ability. This unit can move hidden in any terrain. Oh, okay, that's awesome. So they can't see us until they're very close. Does it tell us how much attrition the enemy takes? No. So it lasts for 5 turns, and it costs us 3,000 gold to use. Cetra has leveled up once again. Maybe we should... What's all this stuff up here that we've unlocked? That's his charge bonus. Maybe we should unlock some spells for him. It's a direct damage. Ursaine's Incantation of Vengeance. Okay, let's go for that. Let's get some spells on the go so we can start using some magic. Make Cetra a little bit more powerful. So what do we have here? This gives us growth and replenishment, right? And then Galbaz has the capital of the southern Badlands, and it is occupied by the top knots again. Zandri is ready for another upgrade. We are currently building the new Shabti building, although this building here will give us Skeleton Horsemen, Necropolis Knights, no, Necropolis Knights Harbards. Okay, let's go for that. That sounds awesome. And we'll also upgrade our port as well because it gives us growth and plus more trade income. And we'll finish up with a little bit of trade. Maybe we can have some now. Numas still don't really like us. They'll have no such mention of trade or non-aggression. Seeing there's some knights further north in the coast. Where are they? So they're on this little island over here. I do want to head out to see and get this treasure at some point as well, but we need to get rid of the top knots first. So we'll leave these guys to replenish over the course of a few turns. And they are on... Is that a... After, yeah, so they're available again after 10 turns. Though they weren't all that useful anyway. Okay guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks very much for watching. If you are new to the channel, we are currently running a Vanilla Cities Skylines Let's Play. We've just downloaded the new campus expansion. So if you are into your city sim games, you can find a full link to the playlist on the channel. We're up to episode 9 I think at the minute, and episode 10 will be a city tour, so it's the perfect time to jump in and catch up on what we've been doing there. As I mentioned earlier, there are also links to Twitch in the description, should you wish to follow me there for some Destiny 2, Borderlands 2 or FIFA 19 streams. And you can also find links in the description to a Google Doc sheet that details my setup if you are at all interested. And if you'd like to keep up with when these episodes come out, you can find a link to my schedule in the description too. So thank you very much for watching guys. I do appreciate you spending your actual real time watching my videos, and I am eternally grateful. Thank you very much indeed, and please do enjoy the rest of your day.